What's going on out there, everybody, in the YouTube land? Thought I'd just come on real quick. As you guys can see in the title, I'm talking about, um, I'm not saying Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. I just say Bitcoin because it's the big one. It's the first. It's everything. So anyway, I'm pretty much making this video to let you guys know I don't hate Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency. I'm just not smart to buy the right one. So I'm doing a little bit moving in today. But the reason why I say that is, of course, today, Bitcoin took another little slide for whatever reason. I think it was, what country was that? India or whatever it was. Some country was talking about banning it or whatever. But anyway, my thing is, people say when I do interviews, did an interview not the other day, not too long ago, and I seen people in the comment box say, "Oh, you hate cryptocurrencies, and why do you think it's a scam, and why do you share this video, upload this video?" I upload videos with the Wolf of Wall Street because that's just somebody giving their opinion. I upload people who are pro cryptocurrencies and people who are anti cryptocurrencies. In my own personal state, I believe in blockchain technology, like I said 10,000 times. But how can I pick out of the 1,300 coins and cryptocurrencies that are out there currently and the ones that are coming? How can I pick the right one? I'm just not smart enough to pick the right one. And that should be fine. That's all I'm saying, right? I'm not saying it's a bad thing or it's a good thing, but hey, I'm not smart to pick the right one. It was just, I was having a meeting the other day. Guy was sitting back telling me, "Hey Prince, I'm just throwing in $1,000, and if it goes, because I can afford to lose it, and if it turns into $30,000, $40,000, like it's projected to do this summer, and if it goes to $100,000, like it's projected to do by this winter, then I make a lot of money. If it don't do it, then I just lose $1,000. Who cares?" That's perfectly fine. But that is not investing. That's speculating, right? But because what are you basing that off of? So if that's the case, you just might as well go play the lottery or go to the casino. If you don't have any theory or thought process behind it, it's just currently what I know in my brain right now. Out of all the coins that are out there, out of all the cryptocurrencies out there, how can I possibly pick the right one? It's talks of Amazon creating their own one. Bank of America creating their own one. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not on the board of those companies, but who knows? It's possible, right? So that's all I'm saying. I am not a anti-cryptocurrency person. I'm not an anti-Bitcoin person like people may perceive or whatnot. It's just that, hey, well, as of right now, I believe in blockchain, but out of all these coins, how do you know which one to buy? That's all I'm saying, guys and gentlemen and girls and things like that. I just had to make this video because I've seen so many people say, "Why don't you like cryptocurrency?" And you're not really with it and things like that. No. I believe any asset class that went up 1,000%, that has projections to go up big this year, I think everybody's going to look at that asset class, but it doesn't mean just because it's going up that you just have to go out and buy it. So, and those are the things that I learned over time with investing myself, is don't just jump into things just because they're going up and you really don't understand it. So, because people don't think about the true value of what they have until it starts to drop. Like, you don't realize what you got good until it's gone. When things start to drop and fall off, they're like, "Oh man, what did I really buy?" Okay, hello, it's Dammy says cryptocurrency is the biggest scam from the pit of hell. Oh goodness. I'm not going that far. I don't know about all that. I just look at it and ask questions of, hey, if anybody can make it, if Bank of America can create their own, if Walmart can create their own, if I can create my own, you can create your own, which gives this one value over that one? I understand someone got a better system or whatever. Then on top of that, what's going to make someone want to use yours over theirs? What is it backed by? All those questions that you heard me ask before and that I will be asking in the future. So I'm going to bring on more Bitcoin people on this platform to ask those tough questions. So, well, that's not tough, but questions, issues, and concerns that I have. And that's all I wanted to say. But that's what you should be doing too. Do your homework. Don't just wait till it run up and say, oh, wow, I'm smart, and whatever the case may be. Of course, there are always stories of somebody who made millions and billions of dollars off of cryptocurrencies. And hit the thumbs up button, too, if you guys are in and you like the video or whatnot. Quiet West, I'm doing a video. Can you see I'm doing a video? Can I do a video? Yeah. Okay, cool. But anyway, don't just say, hey, when it's going up, you feel like a genius. But when it drops, sometimes you feel like an idiot. Okay, hello, as Damien says, the bear is coming. Bitcoin will bleed out to other assets. It could be true. Because money is like energy. Remember energy in physical science class? Energy never dies. It just transfers or something like that. That's what money does. Money just doesn't die, just because it leaves one asset class. People are just going to go buy something else. Right now, the stock market a couple of days ago dropped 300 points. I have the S&P 500. I have the Dow Jones ETFs. When it dropped, did I feel bad? Like, oh my God, world coming to an end? No, because first of all, I'm collecting dividends while it's down and recovering. And then on top of that, I had the top 500 companies in America. I don't feel too bad about that. But the people who are into cryptocurrency, some of my friends and my buddies, when it dropped, they're biting their nails saying, man, hopefully this comes back. This says Amazon with the crazy 350 PE. Yeah, Amazon just released its earnings. It just went up like 6% after hours. Amazon is going crazy, $1,300. Amazon's doing this thing. High, crazy PE ratio, too. I'm definitely with you, saying that it's overvalued. What's up, Prince? Brandon L. Yeah, I did get the $5 donation. Brandon L. I did appreciate that. I didn't know what the heck that was. I think that's the only donation that I ever got. I really appreciate anybody that donate to what I do. And I'm glad that you appreciate it. But rather than donating, I would rather people go out and grab a copy of the book. I don't want anybody to give me anything. Go download, order, or whatever the copy of the book, because those are sales. That's what helps me create more. That's what people like to see me do and things like that. So definitely, I appreciate it. I didn't know what the heck that was. I thought it was a comment one day when he dropped me a donation. I'm like, is it a comment? Why is he saying $5? So, but yeah, definitely I appreciate that. Rasta BTV says the more money they out into the market. Whoa. It's a Rasta BTV says the more money they out into Bitcoin, the more relevant they make Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm not getting what you're saying on that one. Rasta BTV, the more money I'm kind of slow. So you say, I'm guessing you're saying the more money they put out into Bitcoin, the more relevant? Maybe. Bitcoin gets that name because it's the first one. It's the biggest one. Tron 7000, pick what? It's like over 1,000 coins. Yeah. How do I pick the right one, Tron 7000? Is it Bitcoin? Is it Bitcoin Cash? Is it Ethereum? Is it Ripple? Is it Dazzle, Dribble, whatever the case? Whatever ones that are coming out, that are out. How do I pick the right currency to buy? Would you buy Amazon at the current price, Prince? The market crazy as hell. I'm sitting out. Hello, it's Dammy. This is what I think about the market being high and you're sitting out. If you think the market is high and you want to sit out until the crash happens, which will happen, we don't know what the crash is. If you have that thought process, you are saying that you can time the market. Something. I figured it was a typo, Rasta, bro. Rasta said it was a typo. He said he meant the word put. One more second. I'm sorry. You're right. The more money they put out into Bitcoin, the more relevant they are making it. Okay, so let's get on to what I buy Amazon. And what I buy Amazon at this point right now, $1,300. PE ratio through the roof. If I am long-term and aggressive, I would purchase Amazon. This is why. We know the market is high, but when would be a better time to buy Amazon? Do you know when a better time would be? I mean, of course, we don't know. I don't have a crystal ball to see in the future where Amazon will go in the future, or future competition, or how technology will change. But right now, Amazon is a very, me personally, I would choose Google over Amazon. You know, that's what I did choose in my portfolio. I did choose Google over Amazon, even though Amazon is going crazy. But would I buy at this particular time? Only if I was aggressive and long term. All right, hopefully that answers. Okay. Okay. Can you sell the book on YouTube like you did Wesley Learns to Invest? I think I got the link. The link should be in the description box. You know, the book is everywhere. The book is on Amazon, and you know what? I may sell the audio book on here on YouTube as well. But yeah, the book is on Amazon, hardcovers, paperbacks, audio books, ebooks. It's in so many libraries, things like that. So that's the way I look at it. All right, next typo. He says hating on crypto is hating on the internet in 1995. That's what, you know, easy, just invest in some ICO. How do you pick an ICO, Tron? How do you pick an ICO? I want to compare it to the internet. I would compare blockchain technology to the internet, and I would compare cryptocurrencies to the .com, right? The internet, I would say it's like blockchain. That's the technology behind the .com websites. And I will compare the cryptocurrencies to websites. That's my personal take. You said just invest in some ICOs, random ICOs, right? You said get out of the barricade, stock market is going to crash. Yes, the stock market has crashed 32 times in history. It's no secret. Everybody knows the market will crash again. The thing about it is, it has a history. It has crashed 32 times, but every time it has crashed, 100% of the time, it has rebounded higher than it did before. That's over 100 years of data. That's a fact. It crashed in 2007, 2008. It will crash again. Flashback 502. Agree. Blockchain, do you have a place in the future? Just not sure which current companies are building for the future versus just trying to grab investors' money and run. Flashback 502, you're 100% right. A lot of companies are jumping into the blockchain world, just saying, hey, I'm Kodak, blockchain. And everybody like, oh, he's doing blockchain, let me buy him. Stock run up. What I did was I brought the ETF, right? I brought the ETF BLOK. That's the one I think I picked. It's two ETFs, two new ETFs, BLOK and BCLN. I did a video on it on TD Ameritrade. So that is the ETF that tracks the blockchain industry. So that's where I go to right now, unless something comes out better. Hello, it's Dammy said, I just want to make a lot of money so I can get some sexy chocolate ladies. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's everybody's dream, right? Just make a lot of money so you get... Okay, why did you pick Google over Amazon? I picked Google over Amazon, one, because I'm more familiar with Amazon. Amazon is Google is very heavy in the blockchain technology. I use Google a lot personally. Google is the one that owns YouTube, and you know, it's the #1 search engine in the world. But a lot of their technologies, they have a better PE ratio than Amazon, and it just doesn't seem so bloated and crazy like Amazon does. So I like what Google is doing over Amazon. So it came down to one of those two I was going to pick. I chose Google. So far, Amazon has been kicking butt, but you know, I just think that Google is not as overinflated. Okay, Tron 7000 says easy. Just look at the tech. Just choose the ones that will disrupt the current paradigm. But don't they all do that? Then he says, now you know it don't rebound. Now you know it didn't rebound. Come on, man. We the taxpayers bail them out. Be honest, dude. Tron, I'm not going to get into how the market rebound. Of course, Whatever the government did to make you rebound, they cut people out of the military, they laid people off, they robbed, steal, and kill, raised the debt ceiling. Whatever they did, brought gold, killed Larry, started a war, whatever they had to do. I'm just stating the facts. How they did it to rebound from the 2008 crash is beyond me. All I'm doing is looking at historical, analytical data. That's all I can go by, right? So, oh, Brandon L. donated $10. I'm going to get the book too, but thanks for the knowledge on investing. Brandon L., man, I definitely appreciate that, man. Dude just donated $10. Y'all acting like I'm homeless. I'm okay. You know, I'm okay. I definitely appreciate it. I love what I do, you know. But I definitely appreciate, you know, I'm always taught to work for what you want. And I work hard putting products out and things like that. You know, take a workshop, you know. I got a workshop now. Download the workshop if you want to support this channel. Download books if you want to order books or whatnot, and send pictures of them, and I'm just keep coming, you know, all that stuff like that. So I definitely appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate that, Brendan L. Big shout out. Let me see what else we got in here. Okay, Tron 7000. I do like the Wesley Learns series, though. That's what I'm talking about, Tron. Finally, you agree with something. He dropped a comment where he agreed with something, showed it to my children. It should be updated to cryptos, but I love the effort to educate the youth. You and these cryptos, well, I tell you, Tron. You know what? I would probably have Tron 7000 on the show one day. Tron 7000. Shoot me an email at askprince@royalfinancials.com. I want to have you on my podcast or something. You are a trip. Okay, what do you think of investing in lawsuits, like throwing ourselves in front of cars to collect the cheddar? That's not investing. That's just scams. If you want to run scams, there's plenty of people out there. Actually, with Wall Street. Roster B TV says, "Are you interested in marijuana? I'm in Stony Hill. Blessings up." You know what? I'm out here in Colorado now. I'm looking more into the marijuana companies. You know, I want to figure out which ones are the heavy hitters or who's going to populate. But that's what I'm going to be looking into, especially out here in Colorado, the first state to legalize recreational marijuana. You say, as long as they don't kill black women, I'm good. He really loves black women. That's cool. That's cool. No. Tron 7000 says, so I don't care as long as they don't get it back up. No, it's not that I don't care as long as they get the market back up. It's that I personally don't have any control over that, right? The stock market was to crash today. The people in Washington, people on Wall Street decide to create some collateralized debt credit swap thing or whatnot. I don't have no control over that, right? It's people that hate me, Tron. It's people that hate you. What are you going to do about it? I don't have time nor the energy to try to go out here and stop somebody from the way they're hating me. If you don't like me, I'm sorry you feel that way. As long as you don't touch me, say something to me or my family, I'm going to keep going on about my business. Whatever the government does to rebound the market, that's on them. I'm just looking at the analytical data, and I'm just a little squirrel trying to get a nut. That's it. That's it. I can't sit over here and worry about trying that you hate me, and I can't worry about if somebody else dislike me, somebody is not going to support me. I'm not worried about the millions of people that are not going to tune in to me or watch me or don't like what I do. I'm doing it for myself. That's it. I'm not going to drive myself crazy every night wondering what my neighbor thinks about me. Sorry you feel that way. I'm still going to respect you. You're going to respect me. And we're going to move on by our business. All right. So let's get back to it. Good. He'll send me an email tonight. Yeah, send me an email. askprince@royalfinancials.com. Canada marijuana stock has been doing very well. I had to look into Canada, what you call it. Tron sounds like a liberal. True, people are crazy. I'm also in Weed Med and Canadian cannabis stocks, upcoming companies. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look more, get back into marijuana. Is it more wrong? Oh my God! Now y'all going back at each other. Anyway, Roster B TV. You know, you're right. Marijuana was a big thing this time last year, but marijuana kind of got drowned out when it was going through its political issues. You know, when it was going through its political issues, then Bitcoin came in and ran off with everyone's attention, and it seems like marijuana got left in the dust. Right after the election, marijuana stocks had a big run. There was a big thing. You know, of course, you know, you had some BS companies coming out, but you had a lot of great things going on. So, you know, I had to get back into the marijuana kick, you know. One day I wish I could create an ETF that tracked all the marijuana stocks. Wouldn't that be cool? Let's create wealth, brother. That's true. Yeah. I wish that, you know, because it's just like, it's marijuana companies all over Denver. It's marijuana companies all over Colorado. How can I pick the new one? There's new ones coming up. Speaking of it, the guy who came and hooked up my internet, like y'all can see all this trash. This is gonna be my little office. I'll give y'all a little tour. You know, this is like, let me switch my camera around. This is me down here in the basement, get all my stuff situated. I got a lot of work to do, plus I'm lazy. So yeah, this is gonna be my office here, where y'all gonna be coming in live. I might get some interviews down here, bring some people down here. I just showed y'all that. Please don't rob my house. I ain't got nothing. I'm broke. So, but anyway, yeah, you're right. It's so many companies out there. The guy who came and hooked up my internet told me, and blocks there. The guy who came and hooked up my internet, he was like, "Hey, I just moved to Colorado just to be a grower." So that was pretty funny. So, Josh M says, you recently recommended BLCN and block ETFs. Still think they are good investments. The reason why I won't say I quote unquote Brandon L. No. I just moved from Hawaii. I live in Denver now. I just left Hawaii last month. I've been in Denver now for a month. So the thing about it is the blockchain ETFs, that's what you're talking about. If you believe in blockchain technology, like I stated earlier, it's a lot of companies that's trying to take advantage of investors by saying, hey, we do blockchain technology or whatnot. Those two ETFs are supposed to, quote unquote, they're the only two ETFs on the market as of today that tracks the blockchain industry. So right now, since I don't know which company will be the best, as this time right now, I check out the blockchain technology ETF, the overall company. So I just buy the overall industry. So if you're interested, if you believe in the technology behind cryptos, which is blockchain, I think that it is the smartest way to invest at this present time. You can go out here and get a blockchain technology company, and that company can fold, that one company can fold, and you can lose your whole investment, right? Versus you get the ETF, you get a group. So that's one thing I say. Check out CEEKICO. A sister is the CEO. Virtual. It's a virtually really is going to be huge. Virtual reality. That's what you mean to say, Tron 7000. Virtual reality is going to be huge. Is that you talking about AI? Are you talking about? I mean, when you said CEEK Tron, how do you pick these ICOs? I get hit up by companies doing ICOs, VR. Okay, virtual reality. That's true. Of course, virtual reality, artificial intelligence. You know, half the time I don't even have to respond back to my emails. Google already know what I'm going to say. That's crazy. I know y'all got that too when somebody writes you on Gmail and it has the 3 replies at the bottom. And I'm thinking to myself like, man, this is crazy. The way we're getting with artificial intelligence and virtual reality. Nobody's going to be holding joysticks playing video games. People are going to have on glasses playing right into the industry, everything. Anytime, Josh M. Anytime. That's the only was if you are serious. I guess he's saying that's the only one if you're serious. But yeah, virtual reality I think is going to be a huge thing. The way that we do things, heck, we halfway there now. Look at the way video games are becoming. I'm 33 now. Back when I was a teenager, what we was playing compared to what I see now is crazy. No, of course, Tron. Of course, I'm gonna study and research. I'm not just gonna go out there and just be like, oh, somebody commented and said, check out this ICO. Let me go buy it. No, of course, study and research it. Look up everything. So, but yeah, that's definitely, appreciate you guys dropping in. And for the people who didn't log in, I'm hitting on the topic of, I'm not against cryptocurrencies. It's not that I hate cryptocurrencies. It's not that I hate, it's thousands of Bitcoins out there. It's ICOs happening left and right. ICOs are initial coin offerings, just like IPOs, initial public offerings. They're coming out left and right. How do you pick the right one? I'm not that smart. So some people just go pick a couple random ones. They read a couple articles and grab this one, get this one or whatnot. You know, yeah, it's not thousands of Bitcoin. People love to say it's thousands of Bitcoin, but I just say Bitcoins because the only reason why I say Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the big one. People know what Bitcoin is. If I say, oh, it's not that I don't trust Razzle. Some people may not know what Razzle or whatever it is, but everybody knows what Bitcoin is and cryptocurrencies. So, but yeah, definitely. Hey, if you guys don't, I do the weekly podcast. Come on here. My wife is London. I want to see her. She don't try to run now. Okay. I heard the NASDAQ is better than the S&P 500. The NASDAQ, hello, it's Dammy. How many stocks does the NASDAQ track? A little more riskier, but still better because it's better than S&P 500. How many stocks does the NASDAQ track? Somebody comment with that. Boom, there you go. How many stocks does the S&P 500 track? Tron 7000 say best wishes, see you later. Yeah, definitely send me that email, Tron. So, reason why I asked that, right? Josh M says 500. So if I'm looking for a broad-based index, NASDAQ, those are more your technology stocks. It's 100 versus 500. 500 gives me a better picture of what's going on. If you go into, let's say you're a room of 1,000 people, and you're doing a survey, and one person takes a pool of 100 people versus one person takes a pool of 500 people, who's probably going to have the better results of what's going on in that pool? Probably the person who took a larger sample. So the S&P 500 takes a larger sample. Usually, yes, the NASDAQ does outperform the S&P 500, but the reason why the S&P 500 is so, it's so big because it's the benchmark of finance because it takes a bigger survey. Now, right, the NASDAQ, it does outperform because it's usually more your technology stocks. And more your technology stocks are usually growth stocks, what most people would call them growth stocks. They have a high earning potential. For prime example, a Microsoft or Apple or Google or Amazon would probably grow faster than a Johnson & Johnson stock or a Walmart stock, right? Just because of its expansion, technology stocks usually grow fast. And the NASDAQ usually tracks an index like that. But anytime you see large returns, it usually means large risk. So the S&P 500 is a classic old school. It is the benchmark of finance. Brendan L. said, hell, I made a lot of money from the S&P 500. I bet you did. But tech stocks are taking over, bro. The S&P 500 is out of date. But think about it. Hello, Danny. If technology stocks grow, right, if they become the largest companies in the world, what do you think the S&P 500 is going to track? Right? You know what I'm saying? It's the new gen stock. What's going on, Self? That's my buddy there, Self. So if technology stocks do take over, what do you think the S&P 500 is going to track? Do you think it picks? Do you think the S&P 500 say, nope, your technology, nope, we don't do that, nope, whatever the case may be? What is it going to track? If technology stocks take over the world and it's the top 500 companies, what you think the S&P 500 is going to track? Technology stocks. Okay. I think we're in a different time. That's why I'm investing in technology. Diversify. Diversify. There's nothing wrong with having 50% of your portfolio in the S&P 500, 25% in NASDAQ, which I use small cap. 50% or more of my portfolio is S&P 500, and then I use small cap another way. Then I use international. That's a diversified portfolio. You know, it's nothing wrong. It's not like, oh, I'm going with the NASDAQ over the S&P 500. There's nothing wrong with getting the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, right? Okay. Facts. That to say, Ripple, check Ripple. He said everybody says check Ripple. Exactly. Weed stocks. I don't understand why would you settle for less returns when it's proven. Hello, Danny. How do you invest into the NASDAQ? He said I put 80% in the S&P 500. I don't know what TBH means. I'm kind of slow. But there's nothing wrong with that, you know. You can say, hey, I'm going to do this much in common stocks. If historically does better than the S&P 500, why would we do it? Is it a sheep mentality? No. The reason why I would say that, the reason why I choose personally the S&P 500 is because the S&P 500 is product like the broadest index that we got. You know, it means honest. Warren Buffett says risk only comes if you don't think you know what you're doing. Says risk only comes. Yeah, you know. But anyway, the question is, speaking of Warren Buffett, guys, guess who's going to be at Warren Buffett's meeting here in like 2 weeks? Okay, so you go to the QQQ ETF. All right, so we're going to look at the QQQ ETF. I'm going to do a video on that. Stay tuned. Self says better diversify. You can go with both ways. Look at Elon Musk. They talk bad about him, then invest into what that crap, you know, they crapped on him because it's cheaper. I have someone endorse it. That means there's money tenfold. Think for yourself. Learn what you are invested in. Very true. Very true. I like the way y'all sharing knowledge too. I've seen a lot of good comments come, you know. But I'm going to do a video on that. QQQ versus one of the VOOs or whatnot. We're going to talk about that. But you guys hit the thumbs up. I got to get out of here. I got some packing to do. And you guys, peace, be safe. I'm out of here. Appreciate it. Somebody donated $10. Brandon L. Appreciate it. I don't know why Brandon acting like I'm homeless. I'm okay. But yeah, appreciate it. Check out the products that are out there. Check out the workshops and the books and all the other stuff if you want to support it. Brandon L. Peace. Be safe. I'm out. And hello, Danny. I'm not going to do SPY. I'm going to do VOO. Look up my VOO versus SPY video. Look up my VOOO versus SPY video. But I know she's saying no. But I got to get out of here. My arm is getting tired. I'm holding it with my hands. You know, I'm holding it with two hands like this. You see, I've been rotating the whole time. Do more lives, Prince. Hello, it's Danny. Definitely. SPY is good. I'm definitely going to do some more lives. But I got to get out of here. Y'all see all this packing I got to do? Look at all this. All this stuff. But anyway, peace. I appreciate all you guys. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the other good stuff. And download the podcast everywhere you can get a podcast. Peace, be safe. I'm out. Love you guys.